So this is the duty of the husband. This is the father of the household. He is responsible, my brothers and sisters, for taking care of that which is in his authority. So he is obligated to command his wife with good and to forbid her from evil, and to command her with the commandments of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that when she leaves the home, that she wears the hijab. When the time to pray comes, that she prays, and that she treats his parents with kindness and with justice, just as he does with her parents. And likewise, that when the children are born, that she raises them in accordance to that which he commands, and that which is in line with the kitab and the sunnah. So that is the responsibility of the father. And to attain that type of wife requires that he makes the choice in the first place that is a wise and a true choice. That he marries a woman not for her beauty, not for her wealth, not because she comes from such and such a family or such and such a race, but rather he marries her for her deen. And then the other things are important to him after the religion. So he looks and makes sure that she is upon the book of Allah and the sunnah of Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So therefore when he leaves the home, he knows that he has left a woman who is responsible. Allah's Messenger sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, وَالْمَرْأَةُ رَائِيَةٌ, that the woman likewise is responsible ala bayti zawjiha wa hiya mas'ula. And likewise the woman, she is responsible over the household of her husband, and she shall be questioned regarding that. Meaning Yawm al-Qiyamah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will ask her whether she fulfilled the duty for which she was created. So a woman, she's not created for what those kuffar they regard as those reasons of ambition and career and so on. A woman is created just like the man, first and foremost, to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. And then she is created to fulfill the role for which she was created for. And that is a mother, a wife, a cultivator of the home, the raiser of children and so on. So the woman, my brothers and my sisters, that her duty is that she fulfills that which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created her for. And likewise, that she is responsible, as Shaykh Zayd mentions here, that the women and the woman, she is responsible over her duties. And it is known by everyone that a woman takes care of the domestic duties of the home, such as the preparation of meals, the raising and the cultivating of children, looking after the home. See, she is a shepherd over all of that. So she must learn and attain and use those skills and have those necessary skills and training to take care of that. Which brings me to the point that when we raise our daughters, my brothers, fathers, mothers, that when you raise your daughters, you raise them with this in mind, that one day they will be someone's wife and someone's mother. Wallahi, we don't need females that are running multinational companies. We don't need women for that. We need women who can raise the next generation of children upon the book of Allah, upon the sunnah of Allah's Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Women who cover themselves and they are honorable and they maintain their chastity, that they are righteous and they are pious, that they pray their 5 daily prayers. They look after the affairs of their husband and they give honor to the household. These are the women that we want. We don't want those women that are waiting to break down the door so they can march in the streets. And they can go out and become ambitious women like those kafirat, like those disbelieving women in the West. That many of our young daughters and our young ladies that they are affected by, our sisters they are affected by. Don't be affected by them. Because those women in the West are sad and miserable. They are sad and they are miserable. That they try to compete with the men but they cannot compete with them. And they try to endure like the men can endure, but they cannot. So they end up sad, old, lonely, without children. And all of that which they gathered was of no benefit to them. The happiest women, and the best of women, and the most joyous of women are those women who have many children. and they are proud of them, and they raise them upon the Kitab and the Sunnah, and they marry them off, and they feel that sense of pride and honor and respect that I raise my son and I raise my daughter, and alhamdulillah, they are flourishing in their own homes. Whereas these women who are ambitious, all that they can boast about is their bank accounts. That's all they can boast about, because they have nothing else. Whereas the man, when he works and he brings the money home and he brings the wealth home, then he is building and nurturing a home. He is raising his own wife, or that he's cultivating his wife, and he's raising his children to be obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that the society remains cohesive and happy, and the fabric of society is not destroyed by the fact that the women, that they are out of the home. So who's looking after the children? If the women are out of the home working, and if the man is out of the home working, then who is looking after the children? The maid? Or the school? Or the babysitters? Then where is the mother and father, and where is the cultivation of the parents over their children, if both the mother and father are out of the house? Pay attention to this, my sisters, and know the duty that Allah has placed upon you. She is a shepherd over all of those affairs of the home. So she must do that, and she must attain the necessary skills that she learns from her mother and her father. If the mother is good, the daughters will be good, inshallah. If the father cultivates his children, then those children will grow up to be good, and they themselves will become good fathers and good mothers.